Today, I am answering the question, should I wear a posture corrector while I'm working out? And I'm going to talk about that right now. Welcome back, friends. And if this is your first time, my name is Ashley Osier, and I'm the posture specialist. If this is your first time and you would like to improve your posture, decrease pain, and enhance your overall wellness, make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. So I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, which in the future is probably going to be past, but I will put the link to that live stream with all the Q&As that I'm going to be answering in the description box down below, and I probably will put it up here or at the end of this video, so you'll want to make sure to check that out. Now, I have already done a number of videos on posture correctors, what I think you should be looking for in a posture corrector, kind of the do's and don'ts of posture correctors, and some other informative videos on posture correctors. So I will leave that whole playlist for you at the end of this video. This is the posture corrector that I have been recommending for some time now, and I've not had any negative feedback on this posture corrector so far. So I'm going to stick with it, and this posture corrector will be in the description box down below, but I also have it in another video where I actually reviewed this and had tried it for 30 days. So you can check that video out. You'll find all the information out on what a posture corrector is supposed to do, but I just want to show you for our purposes today, if you're working out and your posture is poor, and if you want to know what good posture is, I'm going to go ahead and leave that link for you up here at the top. But if you are rounding your shoulders, if your head is forward, if your back is rounded, if your back is overly arched and your butt is sticking out, you are likely going to develop your muscles unevenly. You're also going to be creating a lot of muscular imbalances, and then also the attachments to your skeletal system. I've been a body worker for well over 20 years, and the majority of my clients, when they come in injured, it's usually at the attachment areas. What is so important about correcting your posture while you're working out is that you want to make sure that your kinetic chain is lined up, head to toes. You want to make sure that it is bilaterally equal from the get-go. If your starting point is uneven, just think about it. You're going to develop your muscles unevenly. You're not going to have bilateral equality. And it's very, very important to make sure that when you are exercising your muscles, that you have bilateral equality. When we have a posture corrector on, this here is only going to be working on this upper portion. So it's not going to be working on the forward head. I have another video that talks about posture braces for forward head. I will leave that link up here for you. This is not going to make any corrections if you have an extreme lordosis. So if you have that curvature of the low back, it's really arched and the butt is sticking out, you're not going to get any correction for that if you have a posture corrector here around the shoulders. But what you will get if you have these rounded shoulders forward and you are lifting, doing a bicep curl, or you're doing this bicep curl here and you're rounding your shoulders forward, I'll get somebody and they'll be lifting here and they'll come up, and the shoulder will round forward as they come down, and they'll come up and they'll round forward. Well, you've got a weight on here. As the arm comes down, that's rounded forward. You're still holding onto a weight here. So it is important to make sure that you are intentionally, whether you wear a posture corrector or not, you want to make sure that you are intentionally lining up. Of course, I'm going to tell you your 3-lock mountain. The 3-lock mountain is the best corrective posture exercise and stretch you can be doing every single day, 24/7, hands down, and it is safe for everybody. I will leave that link up here for you. Actually, I'll put the playlist up here for you. But if you are doing any kind of exercise where the shoulders are rounding forward, you see here, I may come up here, but I'm coming forward here as I bring the weight up. As soon as I come forward and I bring the weight up, the posture corrector here is trying to pull those shoulders back. Now, for a lot of people, it can be helpful. If you're gonna wear a posture corrector, I think it would be really helpful to have it when you're working out. If anything, it is going to help you to stay conscious of the fact that you have an issue with your shoulders rounding forward. We really don't want those shoulders rotating forward. When they do, it pulls the scapula out, so you get scapular winging. The scapula ends up coming out, and it's supposed to lay flat to stabilize the shoulder. And when it comes out, the shoulder becomes unstable, and the other muscles, those rotators, have to work overtime, and you can get some wear and tear over time, and that can cause potential injuries for you. When you're working out, of course, you're in your 3-lock mountain, you want those shoulders to be rotated back. You see that? Rotate them back. Do you see what I'm doing here? You don't have to have workout clothes on to be working out, to be lifting a weight, to be practicing in the mirror. Okay, so this is just something that you can do throughout your week. I would really recommend, maybe even if you're not going to the gym, you might just do it in front of your mirror. Just keeping those shoulders back. You see how I'm keeping the shoulders back? They are stable. They're not coming up. This is what I see a lot. The shoulders will come up when the weight comes up. Okay, we don't want those moving. We want to keep it solid, elbows close in, and you're working out. You really need to have that body awareness to make sure that you are working hand in hand with the posture corrector. I always recommend that when you're working out, that you do have a mirror in front of you so that you can see, am I lined up? Just right here. Is this lined up? Okay, just noticing. Notice if you're in a Zoom meeting or in a Zoom class, what do you have behind you that's helping to line you up? Just really notice. If you have a mirror, utilize that for yourself. If you have your Zoom screen, if you have your phone screen for FaceTime or Skype or Messenger, whatever that is, take a video of yourself while you're working out. So if you're in a workout class, for example, you're doing a Zoom class, wear your posture corrector. See how it impacts your alignment and your workout while you are working out. I think this would be particularly helpful if you're doing a Zoom group class and you are doing cardio while you're lifting weights, okay? Because what happens is that you don't really think as clearly about your posture and making sure that everything is lined up and not letting the shoulder come up or rotate forward as you do when you're alone, intentionally working out in front of a mirror. So something like this would be really, really helpful in a class like that. You can have your tank on and then put a shirt over it so that you would have this underneath your shirt if you don't want to have other people know that you have one of these on. This actually looks really cute on a shirt, so I wear it over my shirts when I wear this.
So what will the posture corrector do while you're working out? It's going to help to remind you to keep those shoulders back and down. It may not perfectly keep you in a 3-lock mountain. I can pretty much guarantee you it's not going to keep you in a perfect 3-lock mountain. You are going to consciously and intentionally have to do that. Really, I'm just being honest about it. But it is going to be a really good reminder for you.
We all need posture hooks in our life to remind us to get into our 3-lock mountain and stay in our 3-lock mountain. For some people, it actually will open up the chest a little bit. It will help to pull those shoulders back so that you rotate them out. Remember, keep the elbows close to the body and pinky in line with the side seam of the pants if you can. Let me know what you think. Smash that like button and the subscribe button with that notification bell. And I will see you in one of the next videos. Until then, happy posturing.